Welcome back, everybody. This is Sigma Rick. We are gonna start our journey back to Canabras and with our loyal barbarian Barca. Last episode, we went to Gurm's mansion, got our asses kicked a few times. We didn't get wiped. We had to actually rest like 2 or 3 times, I think. And we defeated all his little minions, so got our $1,000 gold reward. I still hate Ninio. So, I'm hoping we get a new companion soon because I really hate her. Let's go talk to Vasily Rathma. Let's see. They talked about last episode or when we were resting about some corruption and we need to see somebody. So, I'm assuming we'd have to see him about this. Alright. Let's see. Whenever I sleep outside the walls of the defender's hearts, I'm plagued by terrible dreams. Can you help me? The priest studies our face carefully. You look tired, but otherwise entirely unhealthy. If we were anywhere else, I would simply tell you to get some rest. But we're on the border of the world wound, and I am all too aware what's happening to you. Yay, somebody knows something. As you know, the world wound is a rift between Gorarian and the Abyss, and all that evil that feeds the Abyss does the opposite in our world. It feeds on Galarian. Sorry, trying to read with trying to do a voice is a lot harder. When we cannot see demons near us, our ultimate foe, the Abyss. It's always surrounding us. Many soldiers fighting in the world wound experience similar things. They suffer terrible nightmares, get no peace, and sometimes even lose their minds. But we are trained to help you with this affliction. By the will of Abaddon, I have consecrated an altar here. The god's grace permeates the space around it, soothing one's soul and quieting thoughts during rest. So if you find your nerves are fraying, seek out a holy place like this. Approach it, and all the corruption shall be cleansed from you. Cool. So it sounds like we're getting cleansed. So we shouldn't have any more corruption, which I think helps with our fatigue. Alright, so let's get out of here. So this episode, we're going to kind of venture out. Let's see what way we can go. We did Gorm, we did the Tiefling. I know we have to go back to Canabras. We have to tell that guy that, oh yeah, we killed the guy who was kind of abusing him. But we also have to go find this storyteller. So let's see what we can do. So it looks like going to the Blackwing Library. Looks like we have to go through Market Square. Tower of Estrod. That sounds more fun. Ah, look at that. Luckily we're all healthy and we're ready to go. So hopefully as long as we don't get some overpowered enemy here, like this guy right here, who always seems to just hurt, we'll be alright. Alright, are we surrounded? It looks like he's just the one guy. So maybe we can kill him before he actually does any damage to us.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I really don't want to send Wooljiff in, because he'll get his butt kicked. Good, he can go after Sela. That's all I care about. We'll send Sela right up to him. Just a miss. It's alright. Resistant to cold and all that good stuff, so we'll get rid of this. Let's have her shoot. Crossbow. We get our big Barca in. Let her hit him. 15 damage. We'll take that. So I started playing this new game, Riftbreaker. It came out on the 14th. And if anybody's played like any type of survival game, I might have talked about this when I did my Rogue Legacy, but I honestly don't remember. It's a very intricate game where there's a lot of stuff thrown at you initially, and you need to survive. But then once you kind of get the hang of it, and you kind of start progressing into the higher, higher research levels, it really starts to pick up steam, and your base starts to become a little bit more functional. And even though there's a campaign, so far it appears that I don't know if it's just a complete campaign, like is one level, and you just jump around it everywhere. But it seems so far that I'm just doing one giant map. And it doesn't have like a beginning or end, because every time I complete something, it said, oh, here's a new objective we need to do. We need to do this. We need to do this. So I actually got to the part I actually had to restart it because I screwed up so badly on the first playthrough because I didn't know what I was doing. And, you know, I still have no idea what I'm doing in terms of, you know, how to properly build the base, you know, make sure I have enough room for everything, you know, space, I guess you would say. But I have actually gotten to the place now where I can... Ooh, there's somebody behind us. I didn't see that. Okay, we're going to have to send Barca back here. I don't need him hitting our back line, especially if she can one-shot him like that. I've actually gotten to a place where now I can actually go to other places on the planet. And that's actually, if we get to it tonight, where I'm probably going to start, is move on to these new areas. Because I was trying to map the ground, like the entire map that I'm playing on for that first campaign level. And there's a lot to do, but it also seems like it's enemies will just kind of keep spawning in that area. You know, kind of like moving through. So like in nature, you know, animals would herd, you know, and then move in and move out during... So I think that's just kind of what it is. I don't think there's any, at least I haven't seen yet, to just keep them permanently out. Like, I've destroyed a nest, which has helped... Dead duelists. Nah, we'll get them later. I destroyed a nest, which actually has helped reduce the number of attacks on my base, which I'm still trying to manage and make sure that is defended well. But now that I have to start expanding outside, because all my resources in my base are starting to run dry or being used for other things like power, I have to be a little more aware of, do I want to build a base, or do I want to just make it like an outpost with like a rift that I can just jump to, in a sense. But now that I've got this whole going to other sections of the continent, I'm wondering if my main base, it will like pause my main base, so while I'm away, you know, nothing will actually attack my main base, or if I'm going to have to jump back and forth. And I'm kind of excited to jump into that and see how that works out. Alright, so we've fought 3 cultists so far. Luckily, we have not taken any damage. I can't move her away because she'll get hit. And because she did a range attack, he got an opportunity attack, which kind of sucked. So maybe we can get Barca down here to actually do some wounding. With a one-hit wonder. We'll call that the one-hit wonder so far. Nothing really here that we can... Let's see. I don't want to overload us too much. Hopefully we'll get to this tower. Let's see what we're going to deal with here. Because we're at the very... We have a little bit of weight we can carry to stay under light. But depending on what we find here at the Tower of Estrod, or Estrod, whatever you want to call that. Now, according to Irabeth, we're only supposed to scout this area, but now it says purge the demons. So we're fighting demons, which a lot of them are immune to cold. So basically all of our weaponry and our mages and stuff are going to do less damage. Ooh. Canobris burns, a city that should never have fallen. Fate shows no mercy. Okay. Clouds may veil the stars, but nothing can hide the light in someone's soul, and I see this light in you. Will you stand shoulder to shoulder? We will stand shoulder to shoulder with you against evil. I hear the echo of a familiar voice. I feel the warmth of my kindred flame. My brother, we will help you. Okay, so we have some visions. We have some visions, pretty much. So can we talk to him? Novice burns. I wonder if they're angels and they've come because I have that sword type of thing. Seat of Grief, a view of the infamous Heaven's Edge estate. This is the place where most of... Hey, I didn't get to read that. Mendevian aristocratic society at once fell prey to a supernatural force. Among the cloudy colossi in this picture, two angels, Targoni and Lyra, are clashing and fighting. Here we stand. Wicked placing ward stones. It looks like we're in a place with a lot of history. Picture is brilliantly fainted from one life over the 1 year before Yadnil's heroic death during the Battle of Dresden. More details in the museum. Okay, so maybe this tower is actually a museum. So let's see what we've got here. Locked from the inside. Okay. We know we have to purge this place of evil. World long gone. Thematic. Oh, the rain's stopping. That's nice. Alright, is it not going to let us in? No one will escape. Mouse saying I. Inquisitor Holrun fights a shadow demon that he exorcised from a shoulder. Well, we killed that guy. So maybe we did do something bad. You know, you never know if you're the bad guy in these games. You're making decisions, and you're hoping that you're making the right decisions, but, you know, like life, you don't know how those consequences are going to turn out later. Hey, but we made it in. Faxon, the red-skinned, long-haired tiefling, raises his pain-filled eyes to you. Huge magical brand stands out on his chest, freshly burned into his skin. The flesh around the brand is inflamed and has an unhealthy-looking hue. Hey, stop! Who are you? Crusaders? Well, well, well. I was looking to add a couple more Crusader heads to my collection and all. Why just assume we're Crusaders, though? Where'd you get that idea, huh? I mean, do we look like Crusaders? Oh, right. Tiefling notices a sacred symbol of Iomedae gleaming on the paladin's chest and sighs. I suppose that explains it. I can't do her voice. Thank you. We're no Crusaders. We're just ordinary thieves, vagrants, beggars. His eyes skate over the party and stop on Camellia. Well, and some local princess. You can take her and we'll be on our way. Alright. You trying to lie to me, freak? I see the blood of the conquerors of this world flows in your veins, as it does mine. You could have been on our side, but instead you're bowing and scraping for the mortals. You can die with them. So, we're obviously going to try to intimidate this guy. Because why not? It's always fun. I don't think it'll work. Or we could say I can kill you right now, or give you a few more minutes of life if you answer my question. That's just the boring one. So we're gonna try to intimidate, but it didn't work. The enemies erupt and swearing a threat to your word. Even half of what they promise comes true, you will die the most unfortunate and painful death possible on Glorian. Joy. So let's just ask him a few questions. You won't be getting out of here alive either way, so why not? Let's have a chance. You know what? Enough questions. We're just gonna attack him. Faxon's eyes now in fury, and he releases a feral shriek that sets his gang slaving for your brood. The demons and Templars give answering howls to their leader and surge forward to attack. Joy. So we do have a couple humans and a demon. The big question. Oh, one. Oh, we kind of are outnumbered. If we can kind of keep them at a distance, we might be okay. The problem is how far will they go? What level is he? Level 7 Witch. So these guys are much higher level than I think. We're only level 3. And these guys are, you know, level 5s and level 7s. So they're pushing higher levels than we are. Mobility. Oh, I wonder if we could have jumped over there. That would have been great. We'll wait for that tiefling to get up here, hopefully. We'll get Woljif up here. Maybe he can make these guys blow up. Oh, well, that works. And an archer. A dretch, which I think, where are they coming from? I don't honestly see where they're coming from. Now we've got two choices. We can try to put them all in a pit, which might actually work. I think we might actually do that. Let's try and put these guys in this pit here. See if we can even the playing field a little bit, which we did, luckily. So as long as they stay in the pit and fall in the pit, I think we'll actually be able to do better. He can't get through, so we'll take the archer. They're all going toward the pit, so that's alright. We'll get Barca. Hopefully he can hit this archer. Good, good, good. So, kind of what we wanted in a sense. We kind of even the playing field, so now we just got to deal with the big guy, the tiefling. Although they ran under, so this may actually not be our best bet, because if he falls in... Let's do that. And we'll just have her stand ground. I guess we could have attacked him, but we'll have Woljif. Yeah, that's right. You guys go that way. That's fine, we can take that. Ninio. I still don't like Ninio. I think she doesn't bring much to the table, especially because she seems to miss more than she actually does any damage. And right now, Lan is actually... Well, he didn't fail me right there, but... Alright, Barca... You're just gonna have... You're actually gonna give everybody increased health for right now? Alright. Let's see. So... We'll give this spell to Barca. We'll call it good. Alright, Faxon has a reflex save, which is fine. Ooh, he just one-shotted most of my party. We actually might be underpowered for this, which sucks. Because who did he... Took out Lan and Ninio. And he was able to kill him, luckily. And it looks like they're kind of coming out of the pit, so they're making their reflex saves. Oh, we want 5 and 2. We'll try to go for the big guy. We'll do some damage to him, which works. But they are up close and personal, which I'm really not too big of a fan of. Let's heal Barca up, hopefully, and move back. I have to get through that front line first. Oh, he fell down into the pit, so we'll take that. And that means maybe we'll get lucky enough and they'll pop out one at a time. We're getting lucky. We're getting lucky. Hopefully Barca can just finish him off. Nope. He's down to what? Barely any health. So we are going... Do we have anything like that? So... We'll get Lan up. I actually like Lan a little bit better. Alright, he's still stuck in the pit. Get Camellia some health here. Wow, a whole one. I mean, we're just shooting for the moon on that one, right, guys? Woljif can go. Lan has to stand up. Just hold his ground. There we go. Oh, did our... It looks like our portal ended prematurely. Wasn't really expecting that. Well, shit. Well, we can't go too far in. So now they've all got to stand up and walk toward us. That uses some of their movement, but even close to how I wanted this to go. So he's got to stand up. Luckily he can't attack. Luckily. We are kind of evening the odds. It's what, 3 to 4 right now? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I wonder if I can burn them without actually hitting our guys. I don't know. Let's try it. Yeah, let's try it. course we hit our own guys somehow. I'm not really sure how, but we did.
Endure this.
Alright, so land. Give everybody. Don't really want him going for Woljif. We want Sela up front. So we will give her as much health as we can. Knowing my life that he's going to do some AoE spell that's going to kill us all. Alright, so let's get her up front to hit, which we'll take. Woljif.
Cover me, all right?
Land.
Make every strike count.
Pretty much just get everybody up here that we can. If we have to... I mean, I don't want to get stupid about it, but we'd also need to kill him as fast as we can. So, let's see what we've got here. I don't know who he just hit. Oh, he hit Barca, which is not good. So hopefully we can finish him off here in the next couple turns. Alright. Well, that went not as well as we planned, but could have gone a lot worse too. Alright. I think we'll end up probably taking a rest in this demon-filled... Well, we just purged it, so it's no longer demon-filled. Let's see, what do we got here? Ooh. A heavy mace. Summon a familiar. Temple. Inventory. Yeah, we're still pretty light on stuff, so.
You've crossed the wrong mark.
Distract them for me.
Clay, masterwork. It doesn't seem like they're really giving us a lot of weapons, like upgraded weapons, and like you'd expect type of thing. Let's see, can we cross it?
Aren't I?
Alright, I don't know if that
I found something.
should be able to pass this athletics check, no problem. Oh! Well, that would have made the fight more interesting had we done that. Promise you that. But that's good to know for if we ever do the game again. Alright, I don't know how much farther I really want to get in. So I think we're going to end up taking a camp right here. Yeah, I know we just kind of came here, but, you know, safe than sorry, right? Definitely need to rest for as long as we can. Get everybody kind of back up to health. We have Camellia over there kind of doing her yoga, taekwondo, tai chi thing. Oh, we're under attack in the middle of our rest. That's... How'd you like to wake up and have somebody threatening you with a... What is it? Is that a polearm? Yeah, it looks like a polearm. A glaive, I guess you would say. So luckily Barca was up. But everybody has to stand up, unfortunately.
This is my kind of work.
Yeah, half these guys are still asleep.
Time to share your treasures.
Alright. Back to sleep. Alright, so we're going to go back to sleep. Hopefully we get some health. Alright, so everybody's kind of happy. I don't know who had to sleep next to the spinal column, but hopefully they got... Looks like they got some good rest. Oh, we can go to the basement.
What's that there?
Looks like we have a trap that we need to disable. So Woljif
Tail is restless.
is going to disable that. He's good with traps.
This is my kind of work.
Let's see what we can walk around. Definitely an interesting little complex here. Even though it says it was purged, obviously we want to keep looking around. You never know what we'll find. So it looks like for this whole fight,
The mongrel did it.
we could have actually just pushed a lot of these things over, and we would have been okay.
Pretty good, aren't I?
So athletics.
Lan, you're so awesome, Lan.
Let's get down here and do that. I'm not sure why Lan's trying to do the athletics check when Barca is clearly superior, but we'll let him.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Oh, so basically it just crawls us back up here. Okay. So we're actually going to head down to the basement and see what else this place has to offer. So, supposedly this place is a museum, but being as it's been used by cultists, I have a feeling we're gonna find hopefully some good stuff down here. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Food, gold, almanac of the Tower of Estrod. Oh, we might want to read that. Kind of tell us maybe where we're headed or what we're getting into. Info. Oh, so these are all the exhibits that we read from up top. Wand of Zacharias. The wand of the famous maid Zacharias, who made his name during the heroic and tragic siege. It's a fortress fort, and he sent great to siege in order to save it. So maybe if we find this rod or wand of Zacharias, we can... Oh, interesting. Can we talk to Finian? We haven't actually talked to our sword in a while. Hail to the adventurers. You know, I've never regretted following you. Everyone seems to revolve around you, like beavers in a mill well. I'll have to write a lot to write in my report to the Pathfinder Society. Although thinking about it, it's been a while since I sent them any reports. That's all for now. Let's just keep kind of exploring. Oh. We'll see what he has to say later. Angels. Who is this guy? Grave robber? Helmer, a pale and frightened half-elf looks at you warily. His face is twisted into grimace like he just ate something slimy. I don't know what kind of voice we need to do with this. I don't know. I don't know. I guess maybe I'll just make it up later. Hey, who are you? Hey, praise Baphomet. What are you doing here? Did Faxon send you? I heard a noise outside, but I was busy making a list of the relics. Did something happen? Who are you? I am Telmer, the scribe and senior lord, aide to Lord Xanthir, the Plagued One. And do forgive me, but Faxon has been assigned to this command, has he not? Where is he? What are you doing here? I'm just going by the music, I have a feeling that what he's spewing isn't the truth. I'm compiling a list of the valuable Crusader artifacts. Lord Xanthir has ordered that everything of use should be transported from Canabras and saved from the looting and destruction. We chose the museum as a place to collect and sort through the trophies. Unfortunately, the local thieves have proved even quicker off than the marked and the demons. They ransacked the museum in the first few hours of the assault. If there's some object of interest among the exhibits they left behind, the museum custodian has been kind enough to advise me on those. But where is Faxon? Ha! Finest thieves and mendives. Turn your back on everything. This is a nail to the floor. Will be gone when you turn around again. The demons have no choice against the masters of our trade, we are. There you go bragging again, dummy. Thieving has never led anything but harm. Trust me, if you fought the way you thieve, now that might be useful. No thanks. Every person has their calling, and this is mine. But imagine if you fought as well as we thieve. Where's the museum custodian? Over in the gallery. I deceived him. I told him I was a crusader. It wasn't difficult. The old geezer is out of his mind. So tell me, where is Faxon? Should we attack him? Yeah, let's attack him. Why not? The half-elf leaps back nimbly, pulling a sheaf of papers from his bag. Oh, no, 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 I have valuable letters from Lord Xanthir here. I must destroy them. The cultist balls the pages up in his fist and shoves them into his mouth, then begins furiously chewing like a hamster. What the hell? A moment later, the half-elf's eyes bulge and he opens his mouth, which is stuffed with masticated paper. He tries to cough, but nothing comes out. The failed saboteur looks at you in desperation. His eyes are streaming, his face is growing paler by the second, and he falls to his knees. A strangled Weege emerges from behind the wad of paper. He expressions veer from the hilarious to the grotesque as he signals you to help. No, I want to read what that says. Spit it out. Oh. So we have... Want some salt or pepper with that? Now, I've never tried eating pepper myself, but a little seasoning goes a long way, whatever the man. Oh, I mean, he's an idiot, but he seems like a decent idiot, so we'll help him. I don't care if those pages contain the innermost secrets of Baphomet itself. I'm not touching that. You performed a good action. Alright, so we kind of helped him. The cultist coughs violently, and then after a trembling breath, leaps up and takes off running. He disappears, leaving you with a wad of correspondence that is much the worse for wear. Alright, we received a masticated letter. That's fun. Does it say anything? Can we even read it? Carefully pack up all the relics and valuable magical items and hand them over to the same courier that brought you my potions. My scientific research to sift through the detritus you managed to steal from the Crusaders. I might as well not bother, since your finds will almost certainly be of no use to me, unless I find myself in dire need of a paperweight. Still, this mission keeps you occupied and gives me an invaluable opportunity to work without you sticking your nose in my experiments. I once again remind you that it is absolutely essential to store the potions in a safe place sealed with corresponding protective runes. Should these safety measures not be taken, the demons will drink all your stash dry in no time at all, and your master will order me to spend 3 more days at the cauldron making a new batch. Believe it or not, I have many other important matters to attend to. Should I discover that the potions have mysteriously disappeared, I will not try to look for the culprit. I will punish the person who let it happen, the person who failed to secure them properly. The punishment will be painful, brutal, and utterly inhumane. Remember this. Good luck with conquering whatever you're conquering out there. Xanthir Vang. Okay, that sounds fun. What a mess. Everything will have to be cleaned up and laid out according to the inventory list. So I think these were all the items that have been stolen. Yeah, so these are all the items that were taken. So we're going to keep looking around. Did she pick it? Alright, she picked the lock. Maybe we'll find something good in here. It's like armor. Old map of Astavan, Avistan, some gold. Ooh. A chain shirt. Light armor, chain shirt, unidentified. Can anybody identify it? Sarkonian Faith. Let's see, does that... Lady Calandry's chain shirt. Ooh. 6 armor. So we can actually put this on somebody. Let's see, this is what? 6 armor, -4 penalty. So this is actually 6 armor. This is a +2 mithril shirt. Well, we're going to go for that. If we can do more damage to people, we'll do that. Amelia, I mean, we can put it on her, but she doesn't do as much damage as Barker, so there's no point. She's meant to stand in back. Ooh, she's about to run onto a trap, so we're going to turn this way. And just blew us up, pretty much. So, Woljif, we need to find...
This is my kind of work.
Let's let Woljif kind of loot around. Another nice little dagger. Eyeball. Some beads. Already have the almanac, but that's alright.
This is my kind of work.
A falcata. Well, we don't really need that. We'll take the thieves' tools, though. And the food. Let's see. Yanniel, we'll take that. We're obviously going to pick the lock for 100%. Why waste a...
Pretty good, aren't I?
Oh, nice. A composite longbow for land.
Always be ready for the worst.
So this might have been actually a pretty decent place to go. Might have actually found some... Oh, who's this guy? We'll ask him later. We'll just kind of loot his stuff right now and see... Maybe he thinks we're the robbers just coming in, so if we talk to him, it'll look... You know, what a mess. Everything will have to be cleaned up and relayed. No. He's already said that. We're just going to take everything first. Alright, now we can go talk to him. The old man, looking around absently minded, shrinks away as you get closer. His head seems to shake uncontrollably, but her hands are surprisingly deft and assured as they level a magic wand at you. Stay back. Which are you, robber or demon? Hey, take it easy, Gramp. So that's the way it is, eh? See horns and you think thief or demon? Quit scaring the old man, dummy. Have you seen your horns? They, how should I put this, don't exactly inspire trust in a city that's currently overrun with demons. Hey, there are horns, and then there are horns. I'm not gonna hurt you. The old man goggles at you in terror, but he doesn't lower his wand. A rustling comes from somewhere behind him. Rats. The old man wheels around fearfully and peers in the direction the sound came. A hand holding the wand gradually falls to his side. When he turns back to you, there is no fear in his face, only vacant. You. I'm sorry. I was a distraction. What are we talking about? Who are you? I think, I forget. Ah, I am Tilden, the custodian here. My memory isn't what it once was. My faculties are failing me, but at one time my mind could cut like a diamond. I was a battle mage, one of the few who survived the Battle of the Lost Chapel. Oh, that's pretty cool. But I'm an old man now. Sometimes I set down my keys one moment and the next I can't remember where I put them. Controlled amnesia, the ability of the mind to eliminate non-essential information. But what we have here is a case of plain old senility. That's great. What are the keys for? Here they are, my keys, my little lovelies. I would never give them away to anyone. Give me the keys. Out of the question. According to museum protocol, the custodian does not have the right to hand over the keys to another. I am personally responsible for the safety of the exhibits and the storeroom. Do we want to be trickery? I don't know if we're... I don't think we're really good at diplomacy or trickery. I mean, we could always just attack him. We're going to try tricking him. Alright, it succeeded. He looks around fearfully, and as he does, your fingers slip silently into his pocket. And the old custodian turns back to you. The large bunch of keys is already tucked safely into your belt. Teldon shakes his head in confusion. So, we're moving a little more towards chaotic. Probably chaotic good, but still chaotic. Alright, so we're just going to tell him to go back to Defender's Heart. You know, if you steal something from somebody, you really want them lingering around. So, go to Defender's Heart. They're good people. They'll look after you. Okay. Well, first tell me about the museum. It'll take a lifetime to tell you all there is to know. But I'll take you a tour of the highlights. Some of my personal favorites. You should have a look for yourself. You won't regret it. For instance, we have a painting here depicting angels fighting demons. Now, you may find it hard to believe, but in the First Crusades, many heavenly beings fought shoulder to shoulder with the Crusaders. And these two in the paintings are Targana and Lauriel, the silver twins as they were called. I think Lauriel is the one we took the blade from, right? So is Targonia the other one? The girl dying? I actually met them, you know, when I was a young man studying under Master Zacharias. They had no airs or graces about them. They walked among the mortals, they spoke to us, they healed our wounds. Lady Targona I remembered especially well. She had a special unearthly wisdom within her. Angel Lauriel, on the other hand, was known for his daring and the youngest crusaders idolized him. So that adds a little bit of lore. If that dying girl is Targonia, it's kind of a wonder why, you know, he was so upset, because that was his twin, you know. I wonder where they are now, the twins. We don't have celestial beings in our ranks anymore. They all left sometime during the Second Crusade on a very important mission, they say. I do love looking at this painting and remembering those days when envoys of the heavens walked among us, and the light that seemed to shine from within them. What was I saying? You must be a messenger, yes. Or are you a visitor? We'll do a lore check. So we asked them, how can they have siblings? Like, how does that work? That's a good question. Of course, angels are not born like mortals, so they can't have a mother and father or sisters and brothers as we understand them. Angels come into being from a reincarnated soul or from pure essence of the upper planes. Sometimes angels may adopt some features of mortals. For instance, they can identify as male or female. Although that is not generally their way, some of them can also develop bonds of camaraderie or even kinship. But the case of the silver twins is rarer still. There are two angels who emerge from one soul. What else should they call themselves if not twins? Interesting. So that's kind of cool. So now we learn that angels can take on kind of whatever form they want. And these two angels that we basically took on the essence of when we picked up his sword are completely rare, being as they are twins. So we got the keys. Now we just need to figure out what the keys unlock. I wonder if the keys like unlock the front door. I mean, that could be like one of the few things we have. So we're gonna head back upstairs, and we leveled for that. Fantastic. All right, so obviously we're gonna go back to, we're on level 4, Instinctual Warrior. Rage power. As an Instinctual Warrior gains levels, she learns to use her rage in new ways. Starting at level 4, an instinctual warrior gains a rage power. So he gains another one on 8. Instinctual warrior gains the benefits of rage powers only while raging, and some of these powers require the instinctual warrior to take an action first, unless otherwise noted. The instinctual warrior cannot select an individual power more than once. She can also take additional abilities as rage powers, which work when an instinctual warrior rages. Sorry, my reading skills aren't what they used to be like when I was in school. Plus, I'm getting older. Deflect arrows. Protect self and purity of body. Okay. We have 1 point to spend. Where do we want to spend it? Charisma? Not really. Wisdom? I mean, that'd be nice. Intelligence? I'm not really too worried about intelligence. Do we want to start learning how to take hits or just keep bullying people around? Actually, let's get a little dexterity. Let's put our armor class up a little bit. Alright, we got 5 points. We do have some in persuasion. We have none in trickery, so the fact that we were able to trick that guy is pretty impressive, I would say. So we're actually going to do magic device, trickery, athletics, mobility, and knowledge of the world. Alright. So, rage power. What do we want to pick as a rage power? Interesting. Ow. Sorry. Guarded stance. A barbarian can take on a more defensive posture. This grants her a +1 dodge bonus to her armor class for the duration of her current rage. This is a stance rage power. A barbarian cannot have more than 1 stance rage power active. So I think that's more for, like, if you're going to go more tanking. Powerful, lethal. Barbarian can focus her strikes. She gains a +1 competence bonus on melee attack rolls and thrown weapon attack rolls. This bonus increases by 1 every 4 levels. Reckless. The barbarian can attack with an abandon at the expense for defense. She gains a +1 on attack rolls, but takes a -1 penalty to armor class. This bonus and penalty class... Ooh. I kind of like Reckless. I really do. Or Demon. Doesn't have the following: Beast, Fiend, Animal Fury. While raising the bar gains a bite attack. Well, why the hell would I want to bite anybody? She gains on melee damage rolls, and this bonus increase. I think we're going to go with Reckless. Definitely. Alright, speed. Great. So now that everybody's leveled up, we'll just scroll through here. She, on the other hand, I kind of want to know what she got. Battle Master. Shaman makes an extra attack of opportunity each round. This ability stacks with the attacks of opportunity granted at the combat. Ow, 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 ow. What about spells? We'll have to look at what she gets.
The heart's greatest challenge.
Power, True Strike. Monk can spend 1 point from his key pool as a standard action to gain temporary intuitive insight. If the gain a 20, additionally, he is not affected by a mischance. It applies to attackers trying to strike a concealed target. Okay, Woljif, what can we do for you, boy? Debilitating injury. Hideous laughter. Invisibility. Oh, so these are... Bewildered hurt becomes... The target takes. So I think those are just like my Reckless. You can for him. Character Land has prepared the spell Raise Dead. It requires a material component diamond. I don't have any diamonds. I haven't found any diamonds yet. Target Acid Arrow, Stone Call, and Acid Arrow. Okay. Well, here's hoping we don't get attacked by too much. Let's see. A lot of these gates are locked. We can't really get into them. Well, we can go out the front door, I guess, and see what we're doing here. So we have the keys, but, oh, jeez. Vision of Torgona, the translucent silhouette of a winged female warrior. You brought us back to waking. Greetings. We can just be like, bye. Who are you? Not who, what? Memories. This place was created as a cradle of memory and fantasy. The things that belonged to the city's heroes were kept here. People used to come to this place to remember those heroes. And myself and the others are living memories. You woke us, so here we are. Memories of who? Of the heroes the city wished to immortalize. Go, touch a memory, see how they remembered us. After all, this place was created so that our names would never disappear into the mist of history. There used to be a place like this in neat home, quiet, calm, and I used to walk around. And yeah, as if you're close to me, like we should. Let's do so again. Okay, farewell, vision. So we got the keys, but unfortunately, we can't get anywhere, I guess you would say. Like, I'm not really sure what the keys actually is in our inventory? Custodian tell a massive set of keys. These keys open the doors to the museum and the Tower of Estrod. Okay. So, do we need to go down? Oh no, upstairs maybe? Maybe look for a door or something? Because that's to the basement. We don't really care about, right? I mean, there's stuff down here. So, nothing too great, so... I mean, I guess we can check the basement again, but I don't think we're gonna find too much. I think we checked everything down there. Let's do a quick peek. Yeah, so it's just a circular room, so it's nothing... Unless, like, you have to insert the key, like, in a lock or something. Your special lock. It doesn't look like it. It looks like just... We just took his key. I don't see any door in his room. I don't see any doors in here, so... But I also think we picked the locks for everything. So... We may not actually need the key anymore. So I guess we're just gonna leave. Yeah. As I find the door to get out of here. This way. Oh, the spirits are here again.